Welcome back. Yes, and I've got a great story about ordering late night.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new series of Me Too English Club. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Hello, everyone. Emily, I've been dreaming about this trip for months. I have my passport, my sunglasses, and my excitement. But my stomach does a little flip when I think about talking to the hotel staff.
That stomach flip is very normal, Paul. The hotel lobby is the first real test of your English after you leave the airport. It's busy, people are talking fast, and there are many technical words.
Exactly. And if I make a mistake, do I end up sleeping in the lobby?
No, of course not. Hotel staff are trained to be helpful, but knowing the social script of a hotel will make you feel like a VIP instead of a nervous tourist. Today, we are expanding our lesson to cover everything from the front desk to the elevator.
We're going to look at the hidden words that aren't in standard textbooks, right?
Yes, including the difference between American and British floors and what to do if the hotel says, "We can't find your reservation." Before we enter the lobby, let's arm ourselves with power words. Reservation or booking, these are the same. It's your seat at the hotel. Confirmation number, this is your string of letters and numbers you got in your email. It's your magic key if they can't find your name. Voucher, if you booked through a website like Agoda or Booking.com, you might have a paper or digital voucher.
Let me try that. Confirmation number. Confirmation. And voucher. It sounds like voucher. Voucher.
Great! Now, a word that scares people. Deposit.
I remember this from the intro. It's the money they hold on my card, right?
Yes, it's a security deposit for incidental charges. Incidentals are the extra things you might buy, like a movie on the TV or a snack from the fridge. Is there a daily resort fee? This is a common hidden cost in places like Las Vegas or Hawaii. Always ask this.
Resort fee. I'll write that down. I don't want any surprises.
Let's try a more complex dialogue. Paul is at the desk, but there's a small problem. Welcome to the Me Too Grand. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. I'd like to check in, please. My name is Paul Smith.
Let me see. Smith. Smith. I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. I don't see a reservation under that name for today.
Oh, that's strange. I have my confirmation email right here. My confirmation number is AX123456.
Ah, let me search by the number. Yes, there it is. It was listed under Smith Paul. My apologies. I see you've booked a twin room for 4 nights.
Actually, the booking was for a double room. Is it possible to change that?
Let me check our availability. Yes, we can upgrade you to a double room on a high floor for no extra charge.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
Paul, you stayed calm. When they said, "I don't see your name," you didn't panic. You showed your confirmation number. That is the best way to solve a problem. Let's look at those room types again. Single room, 1 person, 1 small bed. Double room, 2 people, 1 big bed. Twin room, 2 people, 2 separate beds. Suite, pronounced like sweet, candy, this is like a small apartment with a living room.
Wait, sweet is pronounced like sweet? Candy? I've been saying suit, like a jacket.
Common mistake. It is definitely sweet. Now, about the floors. Paul, if you are in London and you enter the hotel from the street, what floor are you on?
The first floor?
Nope. In the UK, that's the ground floor, G. If you want to go to the first floor, you have to go up 1 level.
So if my room is 101 in London, it might be on the second level from the street.
Exactly. In the US, the street level is the first floor, but in Europe, always look for the G button in the elevator for the lobby. Once you have your key card, you need to find things. Let's practice asking for directions within the hotel. Where is the elevator bank? The area where all the elevators are. What floor is the gym on? Is the pool accessible with my room key?
Oh, elevator bank. I like that. Let's repeat. Where are the elevators?
And don't forget the bell desk. If your room isn't ready yet, you can say, "Could you hold my bags until my room is ready?" Is there a concierge available to help with dinner reservations?
A concierge or concierge is like a local expert, right?
Yes, they are the kings and queens of the lobby. They can get you tickets to shows or a table at a busy restaurant. Final challenge. I will give you a lot of information quickly. Listen for the room number, the Wi-Fi, and the breakfast. Welcome, Mr. Smith. You're in room 1402. That's the 14th floor. Use the north elevator bank. Wi-Fi is me2-guest with no password. Breakfast is served in the blue room on the mezzanine level from 6 to 9 a.m. Here is your map.
Okay. Room 1402, 14th floor. Elevator, North Bank. Wi-Fi, me2-guest. Free, no password. Breakfast, blue room on the mezzanine, the floor between G and 1. Time, 6 to 9 a.m.
Wow, you caught the mezzanine. That's a tough word.
I feel like I just ran a marathon, but my English feels stronger already.
You did great. We covered the confirmation number, the suite's pronunciation, and the British floor system.
Next time, I'm going into that room. What if the AC's broken?
That's for episode 2, room service and troubleshooting. We'll learn how to complain politely and get what you need.
See you then.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep practicing. Welcome back to English Club. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Emily, in episode 1, we successfully got our keys and found our floor. Now I'm finally standing inside room 502. The curtains are open, the bed is made, it looks perfect.
It looks perfect, Paul. But as every traveler knows, once you settle in, that's when you notice the details. Maybe the Wi-Fi is slow or you can't figure out how the coffee machine works.
Exactly, and I'm always afraid to call the front desk for small things. I don't want to be a difficult guest.
Oh, never feel that way. Hotels expect you to ask for help. Today we're going to master in-room requests, maintenance, and the luxury of room service.
We're also going to talk about housekeeping and what to do if the neighbors are being a bit too loud, right?
Yes, we'll learn how to complain so politely that the staff will want to help you. Let's get settled.
The room dictionary.
Let's look at the things inside your room. Amenities. These are the useful features like the in-room safe, mini fridge, and ironing board.
The toiletries, shampoo, conditioner, and soap. But what if I forgot my toothbrush?
Complimentary items. These are the free gifts, usually bottled water, tea, and coffee.
What if I see a bottle of expensive-looking wine on the desk? Is that complimentary?
Be careful. Usually there is a price list nearby. If it doesn't say complimentary, it's probably from the minibar, and it will be expensive.
Got it. And what about the thermostat? That's the box on the wall that controls the temperature.
Yes, if the room is too cold, you adjust the thermostat. Let's practice a request. Could you show me how to operate the thermostat, please?
Are there any extra blankets in the closet?
The nothing is working hotline. Okay, Paul, it's 11 p.m., you want to sleep, but the AC is making a sound like a tractor and the bathroom light just flickered and died.
This is my nightmare. Time to call maintenance.
Phone ringing.
Front desk, how can I assist you?
Hello, this is Paul Smith in 502. I'm sorry to bother you so late, but I'm having a few issues with my room.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Mr. Smith. What's going on?
Well, the air conditioning is making a very loud rattling noise, and the light in the bathroom has burnt out.
Oh dear. I can send maintenance up right now to fix the light. However, the AC might take longer. Would you like a room change?
That will be great if it's not too much trouble. I'd really like a quiet night's sleep.
Of course. I'll bring a new key up to you. Just stay put and someone will help you with your bags.
Paul, you used a magic phrase, if it's not too much trouble. It makes the staff feel respected, which usually gets you better service.
Now you're in your new quiet room. You're starving. You open the room service menu.
I see a steak frites and a mushroom risotto, but I have a question. How do I talk about allergies?
Very important. Let's practice ordering. Phone ringing. Room service, good evening. What can I get for you?
I'd like to order the mushroom risotto, please, but I have a severe nut allergy. Does this dish contain any nuts?
Let me check with the chef. No, the risotto is nut-free. Would you like anything else?
Yes, a side of fries. And could you please go light on the salt? Also, what is the estimated wait time?
It should be about 40 minutes. We will add a 15% service charge to your bill. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. Please leave the tray outside the door when it arrives. Thank you.
Go late on the salt means use less salt, and asking for the estimated wait time helps you plan your evening.
Landry and noise.
Paul, you've been traveling for a week. Your socks are not fresh. You need laundry service.
I saw a bag in the closet. Do I just put my clothes in there?
Yes, but check the laundry slip. You need to choose between regular service, 24 hours, or express service, same day, but more expensive.
Do you offer same-day dry cleaning?
And what if the guy in room 504 is watching a loud movie at 1 a.m.?
You call the desk and say, "I'm sorry, but there is a lot of noise coming from the neighboring room. Could you please look into it?"
Look into it. That sounds much more polite than tell them to shut up.
Exactly. It lets the hotel handle the policing for you.
Final challenge. Listen to this list of hotels' bonus features.
Guests can enjoy our rooftop pool on the 22nd floor from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The gym is open 24/7. Just use your room key. We also offer a complimentary shuttle to the downtown area every hour on the half hour. If you need your shoes shined, please leave them in the hallway by midnight.
Okay, let me see. Pool, 22nd floor, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Gym, 24/7, use the room key. Shuttle, every hour on the half hour, like 1:30, 2:30. Special, free shoe shine if I leave them out by midnight.
Perfect. You caught the half-hour detail. That's very important for catching a bus.
Settled and satisfied.
Paul, you've survived a broken AC, a nut allergy, and a noisy neighbor. You are officially a power guest.
I feel much better. Knowing these phrases makes me feel like I belong in the hotel, not just like a visitor.
That's the key. In our final episode, we'll talk about the end of the journey, the bill, the receipt, and the departure.
I hope there are no accidental charges on my bill.
We'll teach you how to check for those. See you in episode 3.
Goodbye, everyone.
Keep practicing. Welcome back to the grand finale of our Hotel English series at English Club. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Emily, I'm in my room, my suitcase is open, and I feel like I'm in a race against time. The checkout time is 11 a.m., but my brain is still on vacation.
That final morning feeling is the most stressful part of the trip, Paul. Most travelers rush, leave their phone charges in the wall, and just sign the bill without looking at it.
That sounds like me. But today, we're going to learn how to handle the final boss of the hotel stay, right?
Exactly. We're going to cover the final sweep of the room, the invoicing process, including the silent P in receipt, and how to manage your luggage if your flight isn't until tonight.
We'll also talk about the shuttle and the concierge, right?
Yes, we'll make sure you leave the hotel with a smile and a correct bank balance. Let's get packing. Before you even touch the elevator button, you must do a final sweep. Paul, let's list the 5 things people forget the most.
Chargers and adapters, usually left in the socket behind the bed. Toiletries in the shower, that expensive face wash. Items in the safe. The closet, did you hang a jacket there? Under the bed for that one stray sock.
I always forget the safe. What if I forgot the code I said? Then you call the desk and say, "I'm having trouble opening my in-room safe. Could you send security to assist me?"
And what if I'm running late? Can I just stay an extra hour?
Don't just stay. You must ask for a late checkout. Is it possible to extend my checkout time until 1 p.m.?
Is it possible to extend my checkout time until 1 p.m.?
Will there be an additional fee for a late checkout?
Will there be an additional fee for a late checkout?
Now let's go to the front desk. The staff will give you a piece of paper. Invoice, bill, the total list of costs, receipt, remember, receipt, the P is silent, incidental charges. These are the extras, the minibar, the laundry, or that movie you watched.
I saw a charge called resort fee on a friend's bill once. What is that?
Some hotels add a daily fee for amenities like the pool or the gym, even if you don't use them. Always ask, could you explain what this fee covers?
And VAT?
That's value-added tax. It's the government tax. Sometimes it's included in the price, sometimes it's added at the end. Okay, Paul, you're at the desk. The staff says you ate 3 Snickers bars from the fridge, but you only ate 1. Good morning, Mr. Smith. I have your final invoice here. The total is $580. I see 3 items from the minibar.
Let me see. I think there's a mistake on the bill. It says I had 3 snacks, but I only ate 1.
Oh, let me check the housekeeping report. It looks like a sensor error. I'm sorry about that. I will waive those extra charges.
Thank you. Also, could you itemize the bill for me? I need it for my business records.
Of course. Here is your itemized receipt. Would you like me to charge it to the card on file?
Yes, please. And can I get a printed copy as well as an email?
Paul, waive the charge means they take it off, and an itemized bill shows every single cost clearly. You were very firm but polite. I've checked out, but my flight is at 10 p.m. It's only noon. I don't want to drag my suitcase to the museum. You need the bell desk or the luggage room.
Can I leave my bags here for a few hours? Can I leave my bags here for a few hours? Is there a secure place to store my luggage? Is there a secure place to store my luggage?
Certainly, sir. How many bags?
2 large suitcases and a backpack. No problem. Here is your claim tag. Please present this tag when you return to collect your items.
That claim tag is the most important piece of paper you have now. If you lose it, it's a nightmare to get your bags back. Now, how are you getting to the airport? Shuttle bus? Often free or cheap, but it runs on a schedule. Taxi or rideshare? Faster, but you might need to ask, is there a flat rate to the airport?
Flat rate means one fixed price, right?
Exactly. No matter how bad the traffic is, you pay the same. Could you call a taxi for me, please? How long is the wait for the next shuttle?
If I have a lot of baggage, should I tell the taxi driver?
Yes. Say, I have 3 large pieces of luggage. Will they fit in the trunk? Paul, we did it. We've covered everything from the first hello to the final goodbye.
I feel like a professional traveler now. I know how to check for mistakes, how to store my bags, and how to get a flat rate taxi.
That's the power of clear English. Before we go, one last question for our listeners. What is the first thing you do when you get home from a trip? Do you unpack immediately or leave your suitcase on the floor for a week?
Laughing. I'm definitely a leave it for a week person. Tell us your answer in the comments.
Thank you for joining English Club. Stay curious, keep practicing, and we'll see you on your next adventure.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.